Hey guys, it's Fred, the submarine guy here. We're going to talk about a few things today that will really help you make more sales in whatever you're doing with your online marketing. It's the know, like, and trust factors. We kind of throw those around like, oh gosh, yeah, you got to make people know, like, and trust you and that kind of stuff. But, if you think about it, why do we have to do this? Basically, if you think about when you buy something in a store or a restaurant, or you go out with a friend of yours, you're interacting on a personal basis with them. You're looking them in the eye. You're listening to the inflections in their voices. You're watching their hand motions. There's all kind of things that you don't necessarily get in online marketing, because but those kind of things establish your relationship with the person that you're with, or the salesperson, or the barista at Starbucks, or the person behind the counter at Target, or wherever you're trying to buy something. And I plenty of times have had bad experiences in stores, and guess what? I don't go back to those stores anymore. Well, the same thing is going to happen with you online if people don't come to trust you as honest and with high integrity and that kind of thing, like they would if you were meeting with them face to face in a store, or a friendly environment where you can actually talk to and see the person that you're interacting with. So today I wanted to talk about how you establish trust with your prospects online, so that you can overcome this stigma of online marketing, that it's cold and not personal. You can make it personal. You can make the person know, like, and trust you, or you can establish those things with some of the easy techniques I'm going to show you today. As you can tell, I'm a little rough here because I'm kind of, a lot of this comes from memory because I've been doing this for so long and I didn't write a big outline. But what you want to do is get in front of your prospect numerous times in a personal way, and you can do that with email. Obviously, everybody's got a certain style in their email. They may include pictures in their email. Like I always have my personal picture down in my SIG line by my contact info and that kind of thing. So that's one way. But the other way you can do it is via your blog, or your YouTube channel, or Facebook, or some other social media, and speak to the person in your own voice, with your own face on the screen, or at least a picture of you on the screen if you're doing a PowerPoint or something like that. And the longer they listen to you and watch you and read your stuff on your blog, for instance, and read your emails, the more and more the person will come to trust you, that, hey, this guy's got a consistent message. This guy's got doing what he says. If he says he's going to put out an email every day, he puts out an email every day. If he says he's going to send me an email before 6 o'clock at night, he sends me an email before 6 o'clock at night. All those things kind of build up in the prospect's mind to as something that are attached to you, so that if they're all good, they're going to create trust. If they're all bad, if you're not meeting your commitments, if you're not doing what you're saying you're doing, if you're sending conflicting messages, then the person's going to trust you less and less and less. So the idea is, on the initial contact form, let's say your person, as I always recommend, the person comes in via a form on your website, right? First name, last name, email address, maybe a phone number, whatever, and you've got some promise up at the top of the page that says, get my free report, or whatever it's about. The first communication that you're going to have with your client is what happens after he puts his info in the form. So there's a couple of things to keep in mind. One, you either probably told him, or he will want anyway, instant gratification. In other words, he wants to instantly get your free report, your video, whatever you're promising that's on the topic for which he opted in. So if you have an email service, an autoresponder services that forces a double opt-in, you're immediately going to lose his trust, because not only are you not going to immediately give him what he opted in for, but you're going to make him go through another step to opt in, to go over to his email, to click a link, to verify that you wanted to receive it, or whatever, yada, 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 they say these days. So point number one is immediately eliminate double opt-in in your autoresponder sequences. You will trash your reputation if you promise immediate access and then you don't give it, because you've got that double opt-in thing going. So that's number one, single opt-in only. Number two, make sure you give exactly what you promise. I see so many opt-in forms that I often opt in just to see what they're given. And it'll say, you know, how to make $100 a day, and then the opt-in page that I go, or after I opt in, the page I go to says how to make $500 a day or something different. And it's just confusing. I didn't want to make $500 a day. I don't think that's possible. I want to make $100 a day. You know, you go in with that mindset, and then you see something different. It immediately throws you off, and you go, hey, this guy didn't know what he's talking about. He didn't know what he's doing. And there's dozens and dozens of examples of those kind of things, and a lot of them are just small things, like you know, if you advertise make money online and then you try to sell a nutritional product, well, maybe they're related in some way, but on a one-to-one basis, they're not. Make money online, sell me a nutritional product, I have to make a double, triple leap to get there. It's not going to work. You need to give them exactly what they're opting in for. So that's kind of lesson number two on the immediate contact that you get with your new prospect. Remember, this is the first time that he gets to know you, right? So the third thing I recommend on your opt-in pages is give them a video, or at least a picture of you with a personal message. It can be as simple as, thanks for opting in, here's your free download yada 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 thing, click here, or something like that. Or it could be, I usually like to give a 30 to 60 second video to say the same thing, where you can see me and you say, and I've got some free bonuses for you down below those. They're all free, go and check them out. Or, you know, whatever the opt-in page says. And just to pull that string a little more, now that you've got the person on your download page, you have a captive audience. You will never get a higher response in an email than when someone goes from your form on your page to the download page. Almost 100% of the people are at least gonna want to get the download, right? So it's a great time to get them on another list, make another free offer, make a low-cost offer to them. This is how the pros cover their costs on advertising. They do what they call funded offers, or funded, what's the other word? I can't think of it. But basically you sell a $5, $7, $12 product that's in the same niche as what the person just opted in for. So it's related, but it's in addition to. And you can frequently make those $5 and $10 sales, and make enough of those that can offset your advertising costs, so your advertising doesn't cost anything. But keep in mind, at least you want to give the person what they opted in for, exactly what they opted in for, and give them a personal introduction to you, so that they'll get to know, like, and trust you. A lot of people just buy, you know, if your offer on your squeeze page is so good, they don't have to trust you. They just want to go get it, right? And then it's up to you on the download page and the follow-on emails is to get them to trust you some more by giving them a video or an audio or at least a picture of you with some additional free stuff. And then if you've got something in your bag, give them a low-cost offer too, so that they can opt in for that and get some good value. You get a little money to offset your cost. So that's what you can immediately do when a person opts into your form. Now, you've got a series of emails coming from your autoresponder. So over the next 3, 4, 5 days, you want to get your prospect back to your presentation again as often and as frequently as possible, so that they'll continue to learn about you, they'll get to see you, they'll get to know you, and they'll build up that trust, so that whatever you're going to offer down the road, they'll be more likely to buy. So how would you do that? Well, first of all, you've got to craft your email so that they'll open it, number one. So your headline has to be enticing. Number two, you've got to have a good storyline in your email to get down to the offer. And number three, you've got to have an offer, quote unquote, for them to click or to go somewhere else to find out more about your product, find out more about your service, find out what others are saying, testimonials. There's all kind of reasons to click out of an email, right? And you want to take them over to your blog or maybe your YouTube channel to listen to your testimonials, or to read more about your product line, or whatever it is, right? But you want to do that on a consistent basis 3 or 4 or 5 times, so that you build up more and more time with you and your prospect, right, one-on-one, so that they'll get to know you better and they'll become to trust you better, trust you more. And if the product line or the service is right for them, and the price is right and all those kind of things, they'll eventually end up buying from you, rather than somebody else that they don't know, that they don't trust, that they don't have a relationship with. So use the immediate days after opt-in to very aggressively contact your prospects and say, hey, I'm here for you. Hey, I'm here. I'm the creator. I'm the seller. I'm here for service. I'm using the product and I've lost so many pounds of weight, or if it's a weight loss, whatever it is, so that they'll get to know, like, and trust you even more. But the trust is the factor. So that's the immediate things right after your opt-in page. That's the first 5 days or so of get them over to more presentations, more blog posts, more audios of yours, and things like that. And then for the longer term, as your email sequence goes on and on and on, you'll build up more trust with your prospect if your message is consistent, and if you are on the same topic throughout the email sequence. Now, after a couple of weeks or a month or so maybe, and you sent maybe 10 or 15 or 20 emails on your topic, I wouldn't be averse to offering them something similar, right? Maybe your product wasn't exactly what they were looking for. Maybe your product had a feature they didn't like. Maybe it was too high priced. Maybe it wasn't the right color. There's all kind of reasons people don't buy. So, out in day 20 to 30, you can feel free to offer your prospects something different in the same line as they initially opted in for. In general, my email list, I'll give you an example. My email list is about internet marketing, online marketing. So if they opt in on my page for YouTube marketing, then 10 or 20 days later, a move over to online marketing is not a great leap for those kind of people. So that's kind of how I do it. You start it on one product and move kind of into another one after you've kind of exhausted the possibility that they might want to buy that one. Don't be afraid. In fact, I would encourage you to put emails in your sequence out 3, 6, 12 months ahead of time too. You know, obviously when somebody first comes into your autoresponder, you want to aggressively market to them the first couple of days and the first 10 days or so, so that if they're in the buying mode, then they buy from you after they build up their trust. But you know, people don't read emails for a lot of reasons. Some people only read emails once a day, maybe once a week. Maybe it gets caught in their spam filter for a couple of days. Hey, there's all kind of reasons people might not read your email. My email open rates are typically in the 5 to 20% range, right? So somebody opts in, and then 13% of them, 15% of them open up each email. So, you know, you can be repetitive on some emails. You can string your emails out month after month after month. I wouldn't put them every day, month after month, but maybe every week, once a week, you could send a reminder email that, hey, we still got product XYZ, or I'm still offering service ABC. You know, you indicated interest back in, so I'm still here doing the same thing. Thought you might be interested. Let me know. That kind of thing. So don't be afraid to be aggressive in your email marketing. Now, I don't mean 2 or 3 times a day or anything like that, but once a day is not aggressive in this day and age, especially if you've got good value in your emails, that you're sending them over to good value blog posts or good value videos or audios and that kind of thing, or news things. I send out a lot of news things like you know, FTC warnings and that kind of stuff. It's anything that's related to your product or service is a good thing to send to your prospects. So three times you want to, or 3 ways you can build up your trust with your prospect, and that is to get them to know and like you better so that they'll build up the trust. Immediately upon opt-in, fulfill your promise of the opt-in. Give them a download page with a message from you, either audio or video, or lastly a picture and a post, something on the page. Give them some free bonuses and offer them a low-cost free offer to help offset your costs. That's immediate. The first couple of days after that, the first 5 days or so, be aggressive in your marketing and drive them back to more info pages, testimonial pages, discount bundle pages, you know, whatever you got for promotions going on, and offer your help, offer your phone number, offer your email address, you know, however you want to communicate with those people so that they can have more of a chance to buy or obtain your services. And then longer term, the third type of marketing to get the trust factor up is be consistent in your message over the long term. You know, after a couple of weeks, you can email them about other products or services in the same niche, but keep the emails going month after month after month so that people will have a chance on down the road, when the time is right for them, to take advantage of your product or service. So I hope this has helped in the know, like, and trust factor. It's not hard, but you have to think about it ahead of time. So you plan your squeeze page to match your download, your free giveaway. You plan your download page so that you have room for a video or an audio or whatever. You plan your email sequence to follow up on a consistent basis. And again, don't be afraid to email your list daily initially, after a couple of weeks, maybe every 2 or 3 or 4 days, but keep the communications going so you keep the knowledge of you going so that people will learn to trust you more and more. Anyway, I hope this has helped. You got my email address, fred@submarineguy.com. Tomorrow, I think I'll do a little more on Know You, and then Like You. I don't know if I'm going to do anything more on Like You or not, but we'll have a summary by the end of the week on Know, Like, and Trust factors and how you can put those together in your marketing system. Have a great day.